they actually have done some really nice things here. You can see it's really well set up for fighter practice. They've got the lapel, they've got this seating, which is new. I mean, they've really put in a lot of effort to make this a wonderful place to practice. Joel is pretty awesome with regards to that, with inviting people to his home and getting up some plans. I'm assuming let's just put our heads down and fight. The sooner we start fighting, the more we can let Joel not have to spend $10 a second for the lights. And he does a bunch of brewing. He is someone that you might have interesting conversations with if you ever were curious about.
His name was actually Joel the Brewer.
Yeah.
Okay.
He does some really good stuff with alcoholic concoctions. But yeah, the blue and yellow shield over there on the right is Jeffrey Scott's. So Jeffrey Scott is normally here.
And supposedly he took his armor out too.
Yep.
Which maybe he is sulking in his armor.
It could be.
You never know. Well, let's dance and do the magical schmack schmack, and hopefully that will draw Misty fighters from all around to come and test their mettle. Like the dumbasses from Snobble. And not that you should always give yourself an easy win, but ooh yeah, one goal accomplished.
You'll be entertaining.
Alright, got your stuff on? Yeah. Looks like our ground is pretty good. There's been some wetness here, but it doesn't look like there's any mud. I think this is pretty well compacted down. Alright, forward.
Yes.
Sorry. I realized I put my right arm. I'd gotten too complacent, and I was standing more like this to you, and this is a recipe for you to do a side shot that hits me in the elbow. And I realized I can't do that. I get lazy, I do the wrong thing, and it starts with slow work. All right, a little bit more.
Practice makes permanent.
Yep. Oh, nice.
speed.
You know, the nice thing was, you hit it totally solid, so I had no problem with the power even in slow work, but it was a nice kind of clunk, and I'm like, oh, that was a nice race. More slow work or just go?
I'm down for whatever.
Just go it is. Okay. So at the beginning of practice, obviously you have the opportunity to remind yourself, hey, it's a Jeffrey Scott.
Hey, I don't hear any whacking. Where's everybody?
We have claimed this ground for Canelli. Put your armor on, claim it back.
Where's Rock?
So,
Rockland is up by Roseville.
an opportunity to think about what you're trying to accomplish that day,
When you head up
and,
out of Sacramento,
kind of get that
it's kind of
mindset
the
at
last
the very
bit of
beginning.
civilization you hit before you start
and,
going up into the mountains.
Always fun, Deer Squire. Fight the same place in new and
Big
interesting
helpful.
places. Fight the same people in new and
They
interesting
have a Sunday
places.
practice. You
Yeah.
should come to my Sunday practice this week instead. Fair enough.
Lots of room.
Texas guy. Hey, I'm here. He's going to be there next week. Well, I took there last weekend, so I'm not planning, come back.
You do have lots of people up there. Something you don't want them to grab.
It's, I dug out my old 8-bit Atari stuff. I've been
okay.
stored for 20 years.
Yeah.
One of my floppy drives is taken off.
Well, it was the wrist, not
Someone
the
got
elbow.
one
So I
of
guess
these drives
that
on credit,
counts.
$10.
Yeah.
That was interesting. I didn't move fast enough. So,
Well, my
forearm shot.
Ah, sorry.
No worries. Not your intention. You were going for the offside.
Caught all my stuff.
You moved in a different way and it confused me, and I just didn't respond. Not all.
Copy everything on SD card.
I was thinking too much.
I bought a widget from Van Forum. Like things like plug into the car, it pertains to the drive. So I can put all my stuff, on an 8-gig card and have 7.9
Very to my
gig
short if
storage.
you don't like it. Okay. Let's.
The old floppy, hard floppy.
Yeah, I think the lights are everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Ground good like it?
Yeah. Clean the drives,
Engage.
lube them, and power them on. Once I'm spinning.
So remember when you're legged, you don't necessarily just want to be passive. Also remember that transition point, kind of like right here, where I'm stepping into your range. Yeah. That's when you can catch people with a rising snap. You can catch them in the legs. And you can even create, like, if your opponent came in like this, and you wanted to create some room, you can kick this knee back. Exactly.
So before I pack it in,
Okay.
rubber band off. I remember clearly, but
No worries.
yeah,
It was a reach.
I am playing.
And I did a bad thing because I just
We're
stood right in
assuming
front of you
it's
like a
the-
freaking
everybody was at
doorstop.
Australia and then it rained yesterday.
two proposals ago when we fought all kind of roads. Yeah.
Unless they drown. Yeah, we swung by your place. You have all your wooden bits.
We got time, dude. It may just be you and I.
Yeah.
So I was just about to ask when you paused if you guys want me to put armor on, if you're both still going to be in armor by the time I get in.
They just started fighting.
Oh, okay. Was
Yeah.
is that
Jeff,
a yes?
if you put armor, we'll stay in armor. There's no question.
Well, I mean, I usually get here about this time or a little later, and sometimes it's like, oh, sorry, I'm done.
Oh no.
Yeah. If you get in there, it will mean that it's, we're getting closer to the length of the drive.
Oh no. We will happily wait for you.
I will armor up then.
Sounds good. Thank you, Jeffrey.
You're welcome.
Yeah, definitely worth fighting him. It's worth the trip just if you get a chance to fight him. Jeff's a good fight, a fun fight, talented. He's been obviously by count 3 times. He's been quarter semifinals at least of Crown. He's a good fight. He knows what he's doing. So you kind of did a thinky. Do you want to verbalize or you just want to fight?
Well, I was trying to go more defensive, but I kept my sword completely out of an offensive spot. So rather than here, I think I need to be a little bit more back so I can still get the flick. Because I felt the shield hook and then I realized, I can't do anything.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I may not have tried that shield hook if I'd have felt more pressure from the sword.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't sure. I stepped away and I wasn't sure if your tip had gotten it.
It did, not enough.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Okay. You're doing a really good job keeping your top line covered. There's nothing really offside that I'm seeing, which is why I'm starting going after the leg. So it's the one place that because of my arm reach, I can get. But not doing anything wrong. It's just the one thing that I have available. All right. More practice on your legs. And engage.
Good. I'll take a brush.
Yeah, when you're dealing with an opponent that's moving around that much, there's not a lot of you can do. Remember, the belly thrust from that position, I may very well be open, and you might be able to time. One of the things that I will do when I'm legged, I'll show you. So you just legged me, the ground is good. Just come in and actually fight. So one thing that I was doing is I was going up and down. So I'm changing this target, the location, but I think I started here.
Yeah.
And I ended up coming in, coming back, coming to the side. So I did move a little bit.
Okay.
So as much as it's important for the standing opponent, and the last time I fought you when you were legged, I was moving left and right like a crazy man. You can also do a small amount of that when you're legged.
Okay.
And now I will do my best to not leg you because I've done that twice and that gets boring. And practice is one thing, but that type of repetitive practice is lame. So what I'm going to try to do at this point is open up an offside shot. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Keep that in mind, Squire. While I'm not trying to get hit in the elbow. I'm sorry, I'm hoping that was not anywhere near your groin.
No, I was down the
Okay.
stomach, not enough on it.
I felt it drag as it came down.
Yeah.
I had worried that you'd stepped into a bad location. I'm glad that was nothing.
Yeah, nothing on it.
Nice ranging. Good.
Let me roll this up
Of course.
so I don't do it.
Yeah.
I don't think there's enough on that.
Fair enough. There was a little bit of shield. Just be careful that the top of the shield on those last couple has gotten very flat. You've really opened up
Yeah.
that side of your head. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And that sometimes helps to kind of point that front edge, this little part, a little bit towards your opponent so that you don't end up doing this, don't end up doing this.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, like there. Yeah, perfect. And I'm perfectly happy with that calibration call.
Okay.
sorry about the leg, but it is a different way that I got it.
Yeah.
Ground good?
Yep.
Leg good?
Yep.
Sorry about the arm.
Yeah, good arm.
Sorry about that. I
No
went
problem.
for the, I tried to do the side step because I'd gotten my sword close enough to your shield, and when I juked, my aim was off.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
Is there anything that you want to, we'll do a couple more passes, and then you can, then one of us will warm up Jeff, and then you can have some good fights with Jeff.
Okay.
Is there anything that you want to specifically work on? Anything else? Is there any change? Are you happy with what you're doing? Part of it is I've had some good success, but I don't want to just keep doing the same thing against you, and I don't want the same result to happen. Again, you're doing a nice job keeping your top line covered. I don't want it to get boring for you.
Yeah, no, not at all.
So I have a suggestion. Like yourself. Why don't you guys fight a couple rounds with your leg?
Okay.
That way you can actually work on the stuff you talked about.
Yeah, let's take it one step back though.
Okay.
Come on, Squire, leg me.
All right.
Hip. Leg's good. No, low. I saw I hit the kneecap. I apologize.
No problem.
So, you got me hipped. You don't have to rush. Stay in as much as you want. Get in and out as much as you want. Especially since I can't move forward because I'm hipped. This gives you some flexibility to try some different things, get in, get out. Or just stand on the plane and do whatever you want.
Okay.
So, with that said, I'm going to stop talking and I'm ready.
I'll take that.
Okay.
Yeah, I opened up.
So repeat the exercise again.
Well, let me ask you a question with regards to that shot. So, going into crown, a lot of people start taking it 6. What number do you think that was?
Easily 5 or 6, and it was close to the eye.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you're still doing you kind of have to throw the head back to get the helm in the right position. It almost seems like you need some padding to keep it in place. Maybe some padding up here to keep it exactly where it is right now so you can move it left and right and it stays in place.
Yeah. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because it seems a little loose.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we should do that in the long term,
Okay.
especially before crown.
Yeah.
Anyways, we will continue. Come on, leg me. Good arm. Bicep good, not the elbow. Come on, you're supposed to leg me. I don't have to block that shot.
Well done.
Leg's good.
I engage.
Oh, nice throw. Nice patience, nice movement left and right. I'll try to give you a static leg opponent. Engage. Next heel. Nothing. Thank you. Good. Before you would come in,
you were just exactly at the perfect range for a thrust for me. There, if you were in another half foot, I wouldn't be. I think you just wanted to get a little bit closer. It was like you were right here.
Yeah.
And I think if you had been right here, you would have been safer.
Yeah.
It's just a small difference, but
Yeah.
yeah, because like right there, if I'm throwing that thrust, yeah. So, and it's just something you got to practice. One more time.
All right.
Leg. I'll give you a more static leg person, which is a little bit more common.
All right. I engage.
Engage. Sorry, low.
Good. In the eye.
So, you had movement at the end, and you had energy, but what happened was, at the very end, as I blocked a couple of your shots, you were doing this. You weren't moving left and right. You were just kind of bouncing up and down a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
When it would be better to, yeah. And sometimes you hesitate. Sometimes you come in, you come out. But yeah, just
Yeah.
not putting you in the best position.
All right.
All right, one more normal pass.
Okay.
So, we'll do the practice. So, and we'll fight again. I'll try to give you a closer to a top turning fight pass.
I'll take it. That was good.
How strong though?
It was light, but I don't. If helms are as is, I don't have a grill, right?
True. There was a lot of skip. There was not a lot of connection, so move your shield a little bit. So no, just out of the way. So it was, to me, like this. It didn't, so they're both light, but there's a difference between that glance off and that hit in.
Okay.
So we're gonna continue. I don't think that was a particularly good shot. I don't think my mechanics were good, and I don't think the shot stuck.
Okay.
Yes, you have an open face grill. Yes, you have chain. You have to trust that little voice in your head that goes, I'm not really happy with that shot, but it touched me. So in tournament, a lot of people will only take stuff that is clearly a killing shot. You don't have to go that far, but you also don't necessarily want to take a shot that's not good.
Yeah.
There's always a lot of contact, and I'm bad at this because I take too lightly sometimes myself. Make sure the shot hits your threshold for, okay, wow, yeah, no question about that shot.
Okay.
Hey, let's grip.
That one, it felt at least, it was in the face, it was a thrust. It wasn't really an intended thrust, but it came in and I felt a good dig. But I was gonna let my opponent decide yes or no.
No, that was definitely a good shot.
Yeah. Nice. Good patience, good movement. Try to remember a lot of your stuff is from the eyes to the ear. Try to remember the rest of the body.
Yeah.
Try to remember the legs.
Yeah. Okay.
And I know I'm really good at blocking this, but you're also good at moving.
So you throw the flat snap, step offside, step to the offside. So throw the flat snap, step to the offside, there you go, and then throw the leg. Exactly, and you can keep your shield up. Do it real time. Step hit my leg. Good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn with you, keep moving. Good, that was a hip, nice. Good, and the final, good. That's what you're supposed to do. Nice. Keep throwing until your opponent says good. Yeah. Good luck. Sort of chewed up. Yay! No shots to the elbow. Couple forearm shots, but that's okay. I got caught flat-footed, and that's what usually happens when I get hit in the elbow. I'm not moving properly, or not moving at all.
Yeah, this handle's too big for me.
I think that's part of the reason I've been dropping my sword more than normal. My handle wants to slip out.
Okay. So it's the handle, it's the grip on the handle. What's going on with the sword?
I mean, besides the handle being too big,
Okay.
it's just I hold it kind of like that instead of.
Yep. Hey, that's no problem. Like I said, I've got all that rattan. I am definitely willing to share. It is not expensive. I can get more. The guy was really nice to me, and I think it's time that we both. I mean, whatever happens at White Shield happens at White Shield, but definitely before Crown. And if you choose to come to Fedberg Field of Honor, I think before then, I think it would be good to go into Fedberg Championship with a normal sword
Yeah.
that is good heft, with a handle that is comfortable and small and allows for quick motion.
Yeah.
With the sword.
Yeah.
Because the big swords, if you get them to land, they transfer a lot of power, but they limit what you can do. There's a lot of flow that gets lost.
Yeah.
So yeah. That's true.
You know the combination of the door and everything.
And obviously, I'm there in the evenings. You want to actually have one of the residents there, but the invitation is sincere. You are definitely welcome. You know how they all make programs. There's Mr. Scott.
Perfect timing.
Forgot that I had a door repaired. My rule is, at a war event, whatever, fix the armor before you start drinking. And apparently I broke it at MDR, the strap on my rear brace to my elbow. And I moved the drive back, whatever, I totally forgot about it. Oh, wait a minute. Margaret gave me a gin and tonic in a can. She got it at Trader Joe's.
Oh, wow.
So, but I had not gotten out of armor yet, so I didn't know it was broken. So, okay. I didn't really violate my rule. We had putting it on, so, damn, it broke. So I just, I didn't fix it. I just shoved the rear brace up and be able to hold it up. It just might not, it might rotate it or something. But yeah, that's something from, many, many years of doing this. If you have an armor, if you're like a multi-day war, And so tomorrow you gotta you fight today. You gotta get out of armor. Tomorrow you gotta put your armor back on again. Go out and fight it. Whatever early in the morning you gotta march out the army. If you don't fix your armor when you take it off the first day, you'll forget, and then you don't want the king to be waiting on you to get in armor to march out to the field. So that's my rule is you got armor, you fix it when you get out of armor, you fix it right away. This is like a Penzic or whatever. Otherwise, you'll forget.
Yeah, okay.
And
Makes sense.
this is based on many times of damn it, I should have fixed this last night.
I learned from Jeffrey's mistakes.
I've been there where it's like, crap, I gotta fix this in the morning before I get in armor. And so you skip breakfast or whatever because you gotta get your stuff on. You don't want everybody waiting on you.
Jeffrey, have you met Lars?
I don't know. I'm Jeffrey Scott.
Nice to meet you. I think I've watched
Maybe I don't know. I'm the guy with the little shield.
it. Yeah, you're more recognizable than I am with the shield belt. Give that helm time. Keep doing good stuff, Lars. So, we like you, Jeff. Both of us have very heavy swords.
Wow,
It's not personal. It was the end of the rattan supply. I now have new rattan supply, but I need to make new swords.
I can't use a heavy sword anymore. My elbow won't let me.
So I'm going to start off, or Lars will start off, whoever starts off. If something's not coming in with a lot of power, it's because I don't want to hit my opponent with that heft. Because, well, I'm a jerk, but I'm not that big of a jerk.
Well, and when it's cold, everything stinks.
Yep.
I don't suppose either you can be a little bit slower before you
Of course.
get into it.
Oh, no, absolutely.
Yeah, 3 is usually I'm impressed you guys got an armor, because 3 is usually the minimum before you put armor on.
But we've driven out here, and Lars had his clothes to put on, his armor to put on for warmth, and we figured that Joel had the lights on.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, that's the benefit of bringing another fighter with you in the car. You at least can fight each other before you head home.
Yeah, I've gone to practice, put my armor on and waited, and nobody showed up.
Yeah.
But I was in my 30s then, not in my 50s.
He's not quite 21 yet. So
Oh.
he's still at that stage.
So you won't have the issue of starting to drink and forget to put your armor on. Fix your armor.
Not until April.
Before the next war, he will.
Oh, I'll have to get the booze whacker fixed before then.
Oh yeah.
I need to machine a new drive shaft for it. I think I have access to the machine shop for it now.
Nice.
Key carded everything, and I didn't have access. I requested it a couple of years ago, but I haven't been back. Some slow, please.
Absolutely.
May I have a cookie?
Me too.
Nice.
I'm gonna get that behind the head thrust someday.
That's like Christopher's.
Yeah.
He says, how do you get power on that? And weird, so I remember watching you do that, doing pickups at pencil, like my first or second pencil, second pencil. And I'm hearing he does it. Damn it. I saw you do that 12 years ago. Yep. Nice thrust, comes out of nowhere.
I don't know if I could get the power on that, but I thought, oh, what the heck.
Yeah, I still owe David Bird on a shoe punch.
Nice.
You look heavy sword.
Nice butt. Nice.
I was just being mean.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's illegal to trap. I thought, you can't trap with, yeah, I can. I can't trap against my body.
Yeah.
I can trap with my sword or my shield or your sword or your shield or your body.
It would have been a little bit better if I had been able to rotate the basket hilt so his basket hilt is sword.
Yeah, but usually I practice, like, I'll have a guy on his legs, I'll pin it, he'll do this, I'll pin it, and I'm like, I won't throw a shot. So if you learn your lesson, why you shouldn't do this.
Lars, come on up.
I don't actually have to throw it.
Jeffrey's got an interesting take on what to do during slow work. It's actually very enjoyable to just work with him on it. So come on out here and do some slow work with him.
What is that?
You're just doing your thing. It's just you're having interesting selection and shots, a different movement. He and I fight together so much. Just an opportunity for him to see something different.
My main thought on slow work isn't about winning the fight, because I can move my shield, and block anything, going slow, but I don't learn.
Yeah.
So you have to move your shield at the same speed. So if I move my shield and I miss the blocks, oh, that's not going to work. Maybe if I step with it or whatever. So there's no ego in slow work.
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty good. I actually sort of, I start sweating. So between the two of you, I've got a slight, I feel a little sweat on my back going on.
Nice. One of the things that I noticed, Lars, and it was actually good to sit from outside, is you'll do a low return, which is fine. But when Jeffrey does a low return, he attacks with a low shot. When he does a high return, he attacks with a high shot. Sometimes you'll go to a low return, but you come all the way back up to the high shot, which is okay, but it takes time. So if you think that in the middle of a fight, you're gonna keep your shots high, you wanna probably keep your returns high. Now the low return is good if you feel that the person's going to attack you low and you're trying to block that line. But otherwise, be careful of the low return.
Okay.
You probably did it almost 50-50, and Jeff probably did it 1 out of 10.
Okay.
And
I
think-
wasn't even consciously pairing them, but I suspect because they are paired, what happens is I'm not doing a low return and then thinking, oh, I'm going to throw a low shot. I'm probably throwing a shot here. I want to throw a low shot next. So
Yeah.
the return is predicated on the following shot, not the shot is based on the return.
Okay.
I'm
And
guessing.
so-
I'm not consciously doing anything.
Yeah, absolutely. But of course, he's fought for a lot longer than you have. So if you find yourself in a low return, you can start your shot from a low spot or a mid shot. You don't necessarily have to bring it all the way back to the head.
Yeah.
So Jeff, you're the new dancer. Who would you like to fight?
We're out here. Why don't we start?
All right.
Yeah. Also, everything slower, is completely different than what happens at full speed.
Oh, of
too.
course, of course.
I have a thrust.
Me too.
Boy. Nice.
Is there enough on that?
Oh yeah, right here.
Oh. Yeah. Try to go left and right, Lars.
Yeah. I stepped on something like, I think I'm against the wall. I'm just gonna.
The good news is he's giving you great energy. He's giving you energy closer to a tournament fight.
Yeah.
Oh, you hit me in the head. I gotta step up now.
Exactly. Got to give it up. Give a little bit more.
Good.
Nice stuff.
Where would you like me with these lights?
Yeah, it's perfect right here.
Okay, prepared?
Yep.
Engage.
You got it.
Good aggression for these.
Yeah, thank you.
Kept me back.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. At least your shot was up high.
Yeah,
You didn't go near the
head.
hand.
It's sucked in the shoulder. Yep. Good. Right across the face. Slow down.
Good.
Your thrust got the bicep, but not hard enough.
Yeah, okay. Good arm.
Keep it.
Thanks.
Your back. Yeah, it's one of the advantages of the center grip. I can switch hands when I get armed. A lot harder to do with the strap shield.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
This is probably a good habit, and I'm bad at it. I should practice more with my left.
couple touch, but nothing hard.
Yeah.
So Lars, when I fight single sword, one, keep throwing, and two, I usually go for one sword block, and then I don't mind if I die. I'm looking to get back to everybody having all their toys.
Okay.
I'm not trying to win the fight, I'm trying to double kill the fight.
Yeah, a double kill is a win because it gets you a reset.
Okay.
Unless it's one of those tournaments where it counts against you.
Yeah.
That's true.
And then it sucks.
But nicely done putting your shield behind you. I will say, there's a big difference between putting your hand behind you in protection and putting a shield behind you. It throws off your throwing.
Yeah.
So when we start doing the tournaments, we'll make sure we have a dead hand so that you can drop the shield if you want to do that. Because
Okay.
it's very different to try to throw with that heavy shield hanging behind you.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you'll naturally, your hand's gonna flip around. So I grab my belt behind my back.
Okay.
Now my hand can't move.
Yeah, okay, okay. Thank you.
Hold.
Hold.
So it's not important, but you lost the donut that protects your thumb in your basket hilt.
Yeah. That's really only that good when you do solid thrusts. That's what that's
Exactly.
good for. I used to have them in there, but when I had the metal hilt, especially.
Yeah. At your leisure. Sorry, guys.
Same thing before I even realized where it was. I just saw something drop.
Yeah.
That might have been on the crown of the helmet.
Uh,
I felt it in my wrist though.
good. Yeah, good. Good body.
That was like 3 wraps in a row, Lars.
What's that?
But he threw the same shot 3 times at you. Neither time was successful. A flat snap is okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and you punched my armpit with your shield.
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, that's
Good.
And remember, Lars, he's great, so he will stay out and fight you until you fall down. If you would like to take a break and think about some of
Yeah.
the things, you are more than welcome to.
All
I'm
right.
an old man.
Oh, don't even throw that game at me,
I'm in
Jeffrey.
my 50s. That's old.
Absolutely possible. I am happy, of course, to come out, but I'm also happy to give you a second to catch your breath.
Doesn't matter to me. It's the only exercise I get. Sitting behind a desk all day.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to count to 10, and then I'll come out.
Okay.
That makes me feel better because I'm not trying to have the young guy tire you out before I come and fight you.
No, he just warmed me up.
Yeah.
Okay, good, good.
Nice fighting though. Good movement. Good aggression. Nice shot selection.
And with postage stamps, it gets a little bit difficult. You were a lot of this. Forward. Retreat straight. Forward.
Yeah.
Retreat straight. There were times where he backed you up that I just kept hoping that you would turn.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, okay.
And he's right. Good aggression, good power, good motion. But we always have things we can improve on.
Yeah, okay.
Definitely. Never drives your funny.
Transmit force through the basket.
Yeah.
Knuckle.
I didn't feel anything. Thank
I
you.
missed the thrust and right in your shield with the snap.
Excellent, thank you. Sorry. Gotta get new Demi. Gotta get a lot of new things.
Probably a glance, it went straight down.
Yeah, so I didn't feel anything on the leg, and I just heard the help.
Yeah, it didn't cut in, it just went straight. I should have stepped. Lazy.
Shield.
Yep. Nice sword ball. If you want to stay at that range, I'll see if I can get it through.
Nice block.
I got lucky, my sword was down there and covered.
Yeah, you hit the gap of the armor or nothing.
No worries. Nah, it didn't come in really clean.
Yeah.
It was high on the helm, and it didn't really have a lot of smack. Plus,
Yeah.
if I'm whipping it in, it doesn't have the power. It's because I'm being nice with the sword. That's my fault. Not good, not good.
So that you hit, but it just wasn't convincing.
Then that's fine. I would rather do that than hit too hard. Thank you, Jeff.
No. That felt like a lower end power shot.
It was the first thing that I landed that felt, except the shots to your shield, that felt like I had a good connection.
Yeah, that one came in clean, but I just want to give you feedback. It was at the lower end.
Okay, thank you very much.
A lot of people probably wouldn't take it.
Leg good, ground good?
A couple steps that way?
Absolutely.
Perfect. Thank you.
Engage. Yeah.
Is that hard enough? There's a lot of risk.
Okay.
I mean, you're in there, but I mean, I wasn't really comfortable with it.
Fair. Thank you. It made a lot of noise, and thank you.
Yeah, you did a punch, but it wasn't really convincing either.
If it didn't get there, it didn't get there. I'm used to this. I'm working on this, so
Yeah.
no worries. Thank you, Jeff. This is why you practice.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah. Rose into it, give you a little assist.
Either you pulled back too soon, but the thrust didn't land.
I was aiming at your face, I missed.
Okay.
And that was one fight.
That was a great set. Thank you.
That was only one fight.
I know, that was a great set. Dang it. Nice thrust. I know better than that. I was so focused on trying to set up this shot into something else that I stood flat-footed.
Yeah, you got a little bit bigger range than I do, so I gotta be really careful in that range there. Because my thrust range, you can do anything.
Yep.
Good.
Actually, I think I'd like a little bit more on the leg.
Okay, yeah, it would have been a horrible trade. I totally left
Yeah.
myself open going for the leg.
It came in clean, but I think I'd like a little bit more.
No worries. That is the shot I have the hardest time landing, that offside leg.
Got it. Yeah. Oh, wow. Come on, legs. Give him a good fight.
Whoa.
Almost shortened that belt.
I felt it. It tipped the belt. I didn't get a lot on that.
Nice. Yeah.
It was a slot, but I stopped in the middle and then dropped it.
Yeah, I feel a drag here, but not really a crack.
Nah. So I stopped the shot because I don't know, maybe I was going defensive again.
Thank you, Jen.
think I got sore on that one. Fell to my own shoulder.
Nice duck.
A lot of shield.
Yep.
Yeah, I got shield, but I didn't have enough.
Fair enough. You definitely, nice thrust. Popped me back. Caught me flat-footed again. Death sentence.
Oh!
Okay, I got it.
Good.
Mainly I heard, "Hula."
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's moving weird. I'm just gonna move over here with my arm up.
Yeah, so the other thing, when you drop the sword, not only say hold, but get your hand out of the way. Usually I get it behind my shield. In this case, it's back here, so I just kept it back.
Yeah.
But some people like go, oh, and they'll just leave their hand in front of them.
I did that once. I got very lucky that my opponent didn't take my fingers off.
And my instinct is to tuck under the shield.
Yeah.
Is that sword or shield on me?
I think a little bit of both. You reached for the wrap, but it didn't feel like it came through.
I did.
Don't worry about that. I saw a lot of shield.
Okay.
And again, I didn't bury it because I'm worried about the heavy sword. So
Don't worry about the sword. I mean, if you're throwing it at the head, it's good help.
yeah, but it wasn't a great shot.
Flat.
Dang it. I was trying to get a shot on you, but you kept your defense so nice and tight.
Earlier, like 10 shots ago, you hit the head.
Yeah,
One good.
no worries. I don't blame you at all. I didn't feel anything, and there was distinct.
I was ready for a break to talk about it. Side of the grill.
Left eye. Yep. And I don't need to get hit hard in the face. I knew to be worried about it, and I wasn't moving my feet. Let's give you one more before I take a break.
Okay. You actually got some shield on it.
Yeah, but I saw that thing hit my left eye. Nah.
Yeah, I thought it was 2 bars lower, but it was grill.
Yeah, it definitely grilled. It was a wrap, and instead of coming in just crunch, it came in scrape.
I'd take it in the crown, but not out of practice.
Okay? Because in practice, you're trying to go perfect.
I got to train my opponents to be better.
Sounds good.
In a crown, I don't want there to be any doubt. Block.
I'm not sure about the rotation. Please stand up.
Okay, you hit shield on the way in. But
And
there's
that may
still-
have throws it, but as I throw, because of my handle, I wasn't sure if I got it all the way here.
Okay.
It felt more like here.
Yeah, you hit the shield, but slapped me enough. Thank you.
Oh, nice shield work.
That's not shield work. Is that grill? Your thrust,
I didn't see anything land.
your thrust hit somewhere.
Peanut gallery?
I was texting.
Fair enough. I don't know, you don't know, keep fighting.
Yeah, you got through.
Nice job.
That was a good set.
Those are lovely. It's been a while. Thank you, Jeff. Those are fun.
You've got excellent shield work.
I've been working on my shield for like the last 3 months.
Yeah, I can't get the offsides anymore. Usually you have the kite.
Yeah.
That's usually one of the weaknesses. You're shutting it down.
Thank you.
I could not get your legs.
I had the shield. I've been doing this too much with the shield, which is super open,
Yeah.
and I've remembered the old Habeckism, become one-dimensional. Try to keep that shield in front of you and move your body behind it, and that has been keeping me alive and having a lot more fun fights.
Yeah, as I get older, I'm more 1.5 dimensional.
So Lars, Sir Geoffrey Scott, before he was knighted, would like to go to Pennsic and fight 1,000 fights, 1,500 fights, 1,223 fights. So he's got an incredible amount of stamina. So when you are ready, he's usually ready. So if you're interested. Or you can also continue to let him breathe. I'm gonna get something to drink. Geoffrey's an absolute workhorse.
Yeah, I watch too much TV over the winter, so I need to get my stamina back up.
Okay. I'll toss my helm on.
Yeah, in Warranty, I had no stamina. Really. It didn't help that Bill put 2 chairs out the res point. Fine, I'll sit.
I know how to use those.
Oh, look, they're coming for our treasure. I'll stand up now.
You were just being generous and letting the younger fighters get all the fighting up and down the hill.
Until they stopped fighting.
Yeah.
And I'm the only one, on that team still in armor. Of course, I was sitting in the chair, but still. Yeah, I fought a kid at Pennsic 3 years ago that was 1/3 my age. That's when I blew my MCL. Yeah. So I went out to fight on Sundays. I got to get some fighting in, before the melees. 'Cause I took the week off because I couldn't walk.
Yes.
So with a brace on and only padding on one side of the knee because I couldn't fit the knee cup on over the brace with padding all around. I went out to hobble and fight.
Well, I'm sure you've been fighting longer than he's been alive.
Yeah. And those floppies I'm copying are older than him too.
It's true.
Good. Wow.
I think I was flat actually.
Okay.
I think, yeah, I was aiming there and you kind of.
Yeah, you also punched my body with your shield.
Ah, okay, sorry about that. Well, part of it is Geoffrey's doing really good at wrestling, so Lars is picking up on that. And with a smaller shield, normally, if you come in that close, your shield to shield. But with a smaller shield, Geoffrey and Lars are probably using the shield to a place where it's going to cover him.
Think so comfortable?
And using
Where do you want
his
me?
opponent's
Yeah, perfect.
shield.
Right here? Okay. Engage.
Part of it is based on the level of skill.
Good.
Yeah, not enough on it.
Pretty though.
Yeah.
Well, I stepped back faster. I did not see your thrust start
Yeah.
in that area I can't see with my helmet.
Okay.
Leg okay here?
Yep, perfect.
Engage.
I'm sorry about that.
Shield.
All right, Lars, take a step back. Close your eyes. Take a breath. Remember what you're trying to work on today. You're not doing anything wrong. I'm just giving you an opportunity to recenter before your next pass.
Okay.
No, just a thrust.
That's okay, just either keep throwing or get that shield back up. He was nice to you.
No, I was off balance.
Nothing on it.
Gotta get more legs. Yeah, you're probably right. It all depends on what happens to them.
Nope. Arm.
Sorry about that.
Larsy boy, I know there's a big bad night out in front of you. Keep an eye on your surroundings.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I stopped pressing.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I was aiming for the back of your head and
I got my elbow.
yeah, sorry about that.
Okay, hold. So, on the basis of teaching this work, use this. Now fight it. And feel the difference. Almost worked, sorry.
Oh, good. You got it first.
Oh, well, they're fine.
All right, so you can feel how your weight is different.
Yeah.
And you have a lot more freedom to move both.
Yeah.
You split the armor right down the middle into the gut.
Thank you. Good on the arm.
Nice center line shot. Well, your shot landed before I threw mine.
It's alright.
Okay, Lars, did he leg you or did you earn the leg?
I earned the leg.
Nice solid leg shot.
Because Jeffrey needs practice being legged against standing opponents, and you need practice standing against legged opponents. So if you want to take your own leg, you're more than welcome. But otherwise, please continue.
Is that okay?
Right there. Perfect.
Good press, good aggression.
Leg?
See, he'll give you an opportunity.
Like it here?
Yeah.
Engage.
Good, good hit.
And stay there. Ready?
Yeah.
Engage.
dropped off of those two. Sorry.
You touch me, but not enough.
Tippy. Good.
I might have been karate a little much there.
Yeah.
I just realized my right foot was a little far forward.
No problem.
I think he still had room to come up. Yeah.
Well, he was hipped.
Right, but still the idea that he could have moved forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't that
Yeah.
you
I had a
so
little
were.
bit of room. It wasn't too bad. Good leg.
And again,
More like practice.
So again, he's a knight who has an incredible amount of conditioning, even though he works a day job and this is his only activity. So you can keep going and get some good experience fighting tired, or you can try to focus yourself, have another couple fights, or whatever you want to do. You are an
All right.
adult.
I
But
did 3 more.
be aware of
three
what
more
he's
is a
doing.
good philosophy.
Yeah.
It teaches you, it helps with your endurance, teaches you how to tap into those energy reserves, teaches you to fight without holding back because you know it's only 3.
Uh-huh.
And when you get to the finals of a tournament, no matter how tired you are, you know mentally you can do 3 more fights.
Yeah, okay.
So that's why I always, when I'm, when I teach, when you're really tired, you're done, got nothing left, ask for 3 more fights, and then put everything you got to those 3.
It is a classic Western thing. Yeah. Very nice job.
Good.
No, I was full extension. I was stopped by your shield. There's no way that I had very much on it.
All right.
And you're in the armor, but
Thanks.
to me it felt like I just hit the surface of the helmet.
Okay.
Felt a little graze.
Yeah, no, the thrust, nothing on it.
Make yourself ready?
Yeah.
Engage. They're mocking us.
A little.
Big wide wrap, real slow move.
Yeah.
High.
The thrust was good, but it was high, which is why he continued. It wasn't in your grill, which is why he kept fighting.
That's why I said it's high. I didn't expect you to take it
Yeah, no, it's fine.
above the grill.
If I froze, that's my fault.
But it's also nice to show that he went with his double tap. He continued with his attack.
Yeah.
So, Leon calls it the on-tier insurance. Throw the insurance shot. It's good to throw the insurance shot. It's polite to throw the insurance to the head.
Yeah.
If I kill you, you stop fighting, and I throw an insurance shot to your ribs, that's not so nice.
Yeah, okay. Good. Good.
Okay, this is the last one.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
All you got.
We need to be able to go through. Well, and the whole thing is as far as it's to keep it low, go with the heavier sword.
I'll take it.
Make yourself comfortable.
Yep.
Engage.
Good. Oops. Sorry about that.
Nice set, man.
Thank you.
Well,
Carried him out.
Oh. Yeah.
Sorry. So the comment that I made that I got the girl to laugh on, the shot you said it was at the end of your sword, it hit him in a very solid plate. So I could understand for you, it didn't feel like it transferred much. And my joke to the girl was like, that's how us knights get 4 fights out of 3.
Yeah, 'cause I could not go any farther. That's as far as I could go. And to me, it felt like it just hit at the end.
And Lars is one of the guys that I taught back when he was a high school student. He's now a college student. And in our practice, it's good for him to get an idea of someone else's calibration because we're dealing with a lot of kids.
Yeah.
Sometimes our calibration does lend itself on the softer side. So it's good to get the perspective from tried and true Stadian.
Until you have the ego kid, and then it gets on the hard side. Yeah, it's always good to, if you're, to take the shot, and if your opponent, because my thought is it's polite to give you a shot that leaves no question. So the shot is so bad that you have no doubt it's no good, or it's so good that there's no doubt it's good. But there's that gray zone.
Yeah.
That maybe it is, maybe it's not. You start thinking about it. And I can't tell you how many times, the expression, I don't know about the first shot, but the second one's definitely good.
Yeah.
Because you're fighting, you get hit, you pause, you're thinking whether or not to take the shot, and then they blast you because you're momentarily out of the fight. So you think about the shot, and the next one gets you.
Yeah.
So it's polite for me to hit you with a shot you don't have to think about.
Yeah. Okay.
And you can always fight. Something comes in, you're not sure about it, stay defensive, move out, throw a shot, and then go, okay, we're no longer engaged. We are separated. Something came over here.
Yeah.
What did you feel about that?
Yeah, we had that fight over here. He hit me with something. I didn't think it was good, but I wanted to give him that feedback. But we're in this long engagement. Finally, we broke engagement. I said, yeah, you hit me 10 shots ago. I didn't think it was any good.
Yeah, okay.
But letting him know.
Yeah.
So it's a Western thing. We talk a lot in our fights.
Which is good.
And some kingdoms, lay on, and they don't say anything other than good. And their philosophy is, well, if he didn't say good, he's calling it light.
Yeah.
So I got to hit him harder. But we communicate more. Like, hey, what happened to that shot? I didn't block it. What? Oh, yeah, I didn't. I wasn't there. My foot was in the wrong place. The sword was turned.
Yeah.
And your opponent gives you feedback.
And from the gallery perspective, when you see fighters having that conversation, you're like, oh, okay, it's all good.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you just see the silence thing and you see shots landing and you're not the one in the armor, you're not so sure what's
And you
going
see
on.
Jade go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you talk and you talk about, and you don't, the level of conversation you guys are having, even at a crown, I can hear that from the sidelines. That's enough to kind of, you're like, God, how bad do I look to the gallery? Honestly, if you're talking, the gallery knows what's going on.
Yeah. Usually in a fight, I'm like, nope. I'll just say
Yeah.
no. So that way, if I don't say anything, the result is the same. I'm not taking it. But by saying no, I'm letting my opponent know, I know you hit me, I felt it, and I judged that it was not sufficient.
Yep.
And
As opposed to, hey, did he not even know that I hit him?
Yeah.
I would much rather my opponent tell me, hey, you hit me, but it wasn't hard enough, than, even if it's just like, nope, than me wondering, did they even feel the shot that I hit him with?
Yeah, okay.
And guaranteed Jeffrey has chain voice going on right now, because when you have chainmail attached to your helm, you can't hear anything. But it's also good, especially on a crown list. You are that entertainment. You are on stage, being a little bit louder. So yes, your opponent hears you, but also the marshals can hear you. The people around you can hear you. Communicating primarily with the fighter, but also letting other people know a little bit of the thought process will calm a crowd down, and they'll be like, okay, they're just having a conversation.
Yeah, okay.
And it depends on your comfort level, but I usually project a little bit more when I'm in a list.
You're right. As I move my head, I can't. The chainmail, the helm, the foam, everything, I can't hear very well. I'm a little hard of hearing to start with, so maybe I am talking a little louder than I would without a helm on. But that said,
But it's fine.
I learned today that sound pressure level, decibels, sound will drop by 6 decibels every doubling of the distance.
Okay.
So if you're a meter from me and it's 60 decibels, which is a comfortable speaking level, if you're 2 meters away, it'd be 54 decibels.
Yeah.
And then if you're 4 meters away, it would be 48 decibels. So every time you double the distance, the decibel drops by 6. So I just learned that in Tech Talk today. That's about all I could pull away from it.
So, engineer. Fun engineer, always has neat things to say. But that's actually a really good point. you might think you're being really loud to your opponent, but you could actually have a normal conversation with your opponent, and depending on where you are in the field, nobody else has any idea what you're saying. You could have walked up to them and said, man, those are the prettiest shots. You're such a beautiful fighter. I love you. I want to have your baby. And if no one can hear you, and if the body language doesn't convey that affection, people are like, oh crap, are they mad at each other?
And one of these, your leg that hit you, you called it good, but I actually could barely hear you.
Yeah. Okay.
So now the other part of this is we're fighting, and then we stop, we talk to each other, and we come apart, and one of us falls down dead. That looks bad also to the gallery. You know, if we were talking and you know, you come back, you said, hey, that shot you hit me in the twitch, you go, I felt it was pretty good, or where did it hit? It went right in your face. Oh, okay, we back up, and then you fall dead. You call it. Now it looks like I talked you to death.
Yeah.
You know, like oh, you know, you didn't like the shot, but I made you take it.
But if you have the same reasonable conversation at this distance and project, then the gallery knows what happened.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
where I learned about this was probably 20 years ago at a crown or a coronet. I was fighting Rat, and we're both legged, and we're fight, and then there's some hold. I don't remember what the hold was for. I don't know, something had armed. I don't know, but during the hold, Rat says, "Hey, you know, I think that shot was good like 3 shots ago. So here's what I'm gonna do. When they call lay on, throw some shots. I'm gonna drop my shield, and you hit me, and I'll take it." So that way, okay, I'm like, this has never occurred to me, and this is all new to me. I'm a fairly new fighter. And I'm like, okay, so they call lay on. I throw. He drops shield, bam, I hit him, and he falls over. So to anybody watching, you know, he didn't die because I talked him to death. You know, he said, hey, you know, you killed me. You know, you always acknowledge I hit him, but it would look odd if he just fell over after the hold.
Yeah.
So this way it saves face for both of us. So okay, he didn't even throw a shot. He just, you know, block, drop the shield, bam, falls over.
Okay.
So, but he was actually dead a minute earlier.
Yeah. Okay.
And depending on the fighter, depending on who you are, and your comfort with theater, and your comfort with how you defend and or not attack in this case, it's a brilliant solution to a problem of not making people feel like there's foo out there.
Yeah.
But there's no right or wrong answer, and you're always better off to communicate and then make your best decision based on your honor.
Okay.
Yeah, see, I don't mind, you know, being defeated. It's, you know, it's part of the game. You know, tons of people kill me. And that's the thing. Some people have a hard time losing, and so that's, you know, you got to keep the ego off the field.
Yeah.
You know, fight the fight, take the shot. Reputation lasts forever. You know, fight lasts minutes, a reign lasts months, but your reputation's forever.
And your reputation can be protected with a loud conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, you build up renown in the society, and I think renown is your currency. You bank your renown, your good renown, and then, you know, you build up a nice balance renown. Then you do something dumb, because we all do, and you're going to lose some of that. But if you have if you built up a good balance, you're still, you know, you did something shitty, but you're still got positive. You got a balance still. You do enough crappy things, your balance goes negative, and that's really hard to recover from. You know, they say it's a 10-to-1 ratio. You know, one crappy action wipes out 10 attaboys.
Okay.
I got a few more left of me, Mr. Scott.
Well, I was wiped out, you know, many fights ago.
Oh, so when you beat me now, I'll just be like, crap.
And did I mention I'm old and slow? To be in my youth again.
Yes, your excellency, excellency, excellency.
Well,
Hey, I've seen those.
what, my court barony doesn't count?
Sorry, I wasn't aware of that one.
It's okay. It's an Ellis barony, so.
Your timing was good though, because I was just about to make a AARP joke.
Yeah, I've been getting the spam from the U.S. mail. No, Yeah, we're one of 19 couples, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm using the wrong one. That's right. Need to make new band braces too.
I need my rivets have rotted out on my demi there. As I found out after I made them, I got a chart of metals and I think either the farther apart they are, the least they affect each other, or the closer they are, the least they affect each other.
The closer they are, if it's chemistry.
Yeah, so
The farther apart they are, the more reactive they'll be to each other.
okay, then aluminum and titanium are pretty far apart on that then, because
Yeah.
aluminum gets eaten
Yeah.
by the whatever when it's next to the titanium. But brass and copper resist the pretty well.
Well, and titanium's so much harder than aluminum. You're just going to wear away anyways.
It's not what's happening. They're actually dissolving.
Okay, so there's
under
more
there.
of I used to teach this.
Electrolysis.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I first had it on demi a long time ago. It's just the strap came loose. Oh, it's like the rivet had dissolved away, and all it was like a little nub left underneath it.
Oh, fascinating.
Yeah, so I ended up replacing it with a copper one. But yeah, so I've got copper holding the strap on here, but still all the other rivets are aluminum.
Yep.
And on this one, you can see those two rivets are just dissolved on the inside. But I didn't know that.
Learning.
G.I. Joe.
You recognize the unlearning after that?
Yeah. Not from G.I. Joe, but I
Oh, okay. For the rest of us referencing it.
do. Yeah.
Further away you look.
These little snippets at the end of the G.I. Joe cartoons when they teach some life lesson. They always finish up with, and learning
Mine
is
was
half
long.
the battle.
Yeah.
Good. It didn't connect. It just.
Okay, it felt like it was on the very top of the hand.
Yeah.
But I felt force.
Oh, okay. From my appearance, you did a little duck and it came in and just kind of skipped off.
Yeah, 'cause I felt some force transfer, but it's at the very top where there's extra layers of metal.
Like you said, you might take it in crown, but you're not going to take it in practice.
Well, I called that one though. An inch closer. On the inside thigh.
No. I was getting that out of there real quick.
The inside thigh's a joy to hit when it's 48 degrees out. Nope.
Dang it. Definitely within your right.
So, well, that's one of the trick questions I asked during authorizations. In a tournament, it's okay to hit a person in the back.
They turn
And
around.
sometimes they'll say, well, yeah, rap. No, like just like, bam, blast them with their backs here. Oh, no. Why not? It's a tournament. They know you're there.
Yeah. There is no engagement.
I mean, I wouldn't do it, but it's within your rights.
There's an event called Boar Hunt. And at that event, you have spearmen chasing the boars. Well, Jeffrey was a boar one year, and I was a spearman. And he came up to me, laked me, and then turned and ran. And I don't know if I got the shot off, but I sure as hell tried to hit him as he turned and ran.
I don't remember that at all, but even if you did, the boar got to shuck shots. Because they're dumb, they don't know when they're dead.
That's true.
Good. I counterbalanced my shot with my shield, pulled it way out of the way. Bad habit. Yeah. Almost sword on the way in, but still stuck. You're good there.
That good, Grim? Good?
Yep. reach. Did you hit the grill for thrust?
I think it came off the nasal.
Okay, so I know you hit my shoulder.
I came through. There was a lot of stuff, and I just came through, and I have no idea what hit.
Okay, I felt some stuff.
Fair enough.
But if you didn't hit the nasal, then hey, for once the nasal did its job.
Exactly.
Because you actually didn't off the distance of the grill, but off into the
Yeah.
shoulder.
Yeah, because if it had hit you in the chain, it would have stuck.
Yeah.
I think it just came off the shield. I heard a little bit up high. Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead, turn around.
Okay. Pretty sure I caught that entirely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Third time's a charm.
Good.
Nice. Too tall, man.
Take my leg.
Yeah, the last thing I want my sword down here blocking my shield from blocking me when you're standing over me. Oh,
Oh, sorry.
thrust into your sword.
Yeah, it actually hit the basket hilt. Oh, upside body. Nice shot.
You got that in?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I wasn't backing up fast enough. A nice little pop to the ribs.
I thought you got shield on it.
Nope, it came in nice and clean. Nice shot.
Yeah. If not the grill, definitely the body.
Yeah, the first shot didn't land, but I got the shoulder in.
Good. Inside the shoulder.
Okay. I felt a graze to the my tricep.
I was doing a slot.
Okay.
But yeah, if you're doing the same thing I was doing, just a
Yeah.
cross body slot, yours landed first. And
And it was a tough trade because you took my arm.
yeah, yours was a kill though.
Ooh, I saw that one coming. Good round. I wanted to get that short stick in, but I put myself off balance.
Yeah, you touched with the punch, but that was it.
Yeah, and it was across the eyes, but it's just there wasn't anything there. Nice wrap. Right in the back of the neck.
Got me off balance, chasing me. Yeah, I'm surprised you would get power on that. I wasn't worried because I didn't think you could deliver it. Sucks to be me.
Shield.
Really? I thought you went off the shield. You hit shield, yes. Something hit me in the face.
Okay.
I thought you hit the shield, and then you hit me.
And for me, what I saw was came in, hit the shield, and then into the grill somewhere, but I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, I'd definitely take that one.
Okay.
Crown or practice.
No. Reach. Flat. Nice leg.
I can't remember the last time I legged you.
That's good.
Like,
Ground's
okay. Put you down to my size. Still got reach.
Hip.
It might have been flat.
Okay.
You were moving.
Oh, I was all over the place. I was trying
you
weird
weren't
things.
where I was targeting. Blowing the leg off my shield though.
Okay.
Ow.
Sorry. A lot of shield.
No, the leg was good. I'm thinking about the head.
Oh,
The thrust, you touch.
I didn't feel anything.
Okay, I'm not really satisfied with the thrust.
No, I didn't even register that the thrust could be a possibility. I knew I had contact with the shield, and I wasn't sure if I got into the leg.
Oh, yeah,
I'm not worried about the
I
thrust.
paused on the face, like we were talking about earlier,
Ah.
thinking about the face, and then I didn't block the leg.
Got it.
Ready?
Ready. Too much, sorry.
There was some stuff in earlier.
The only thing I threw in that I thought had any validity was a little bit of a thrust, but it might have been more of a push than a
You
pop.
caught a thrust right here.
Yeah, so it was push.
Jess.
No worries. That was the only thing that was connected. No worries,
Yeah, I
Jeff.
felt some on the head. That's what I was actually thinking about.
No. I wasn't happy with any of that.
Nice duck. Your shot connected. I didn't block it. Honestly, I don't think it was hard enough yet.
Okay.
I mean, it's even in the eyes, but
Actually, I thought it was up here.
okay, I
It
thought
may
I
have-
saw.
It may have been across the eye, but it was like right here.
Yeah, because I saw orange,
Yeah.
just didn't have anything on it.
Didn't have anything on it. No worries.
Good. Thank you. I much prefer getting killed to shot that leaves no question.
It makes it simpler.
Hey, baby.
Yeah.
You kind of got a gunslinger belt thing going right now. I
Okay.
don't know if that's tripping you yet.
I was going to wait a little longer and I was going to stand on it.
I actually got a couple photos of it. Yeah, Sir Heinrich gunslinger.
I was wondering what that was. Do another pass and then I'll fix it.
The question is he the good, the bad, or the ugly?
The ugly.
Thank you, darling.
Yep. I'm here for you.
Hi.
Ow.
I felt the wind go by.
Good leg.
I was even go for like you knocked my sword down there.
Okay, hold on for 1 second.
Yeah.
I'm having flashbacks extreme at this point.
Would you like some fingers?
You need
That's
some
fine.
Western music. Wah, 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 wah.
I'm having flashbacks to the war.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm good.
Yeah.
Engage.
My summons, I guess.
Well, I mean, last time.
Getting called into court.
Yeah.
Ah, come on.
You are definitely his squire.
Thank you.
You got dirt on your sword.
Oh, I'm sorry. I kept trying knocking it off.
Yeah, you did. You knocked off my shield with my face. So that's usually when people are like they stand up their sword. So you see, always see me before I fight. Every fight I do this.
Yeah.
That's in case I've got dirt or water on my sword.
I felt a little bit of contact over here.
I dropped a slot somewhere there.
Okay.
But my job is to convince you that you've invested.
Yep.
This again.
Leg again. Oh.
Third
No
time's a
question
charm.
about that.
Yeah, I threw 3 snaps in a row trying to beat your block.
Nice. I was gonna take a step off, John.
Sorry, I kind of trying to do this.
Rabbit tree. And
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's the thing that hopefully people learn their things about is that you don't feel left on by the person that's shooting it up in stupid press audience.
And these days, everybody's got to get.
Exactly. It's on digital.
No, I can take one.
Yeah. There we go. Now it looks
Thank you for the
audience
passage,
like
Jeff.
I'm angry with you.
Thank you. That was fun.
You got more in you, or do you have to take a break?
I think my shoulder is telling me I'm done.
Well, I think we did a decent job of giving our local
I was just
bike countess,
I'm
bike count,
sorry more people didn't show up for you.
some fun.
Apparently there's some Facebook group or something, but
I posted it.
You know, with Estrella being recent,
yeah, I'm sure that's it.
we knew it was a risk, and I set this Tuesday date because you're, thank you again for letting us borrow them for
You're
PPF.
welcome.
I wanted to get this back to you before March started. So,
I told Thomas he could use them, but he's got to transport them.
thank you very much for putting your armor on.
Well, I get to work off the cookies and the chocolates I was eating today. So I guess you're both done then?
I'm gonna call it. And Lars is deciding that discretion is a better part of valor. So yes.
It is 9:30.
Yeah. Wait, you do have another shoulder though.
I mean, I could fight left-handed. No, I don't have a gun.
You're done, Squire.
Because my arm doesn't want to go to like from here to here. It's kind of bad, but above that and below that, it's fine.
Well, I
Yeah,
remember
you've got
when
two more
Liz broke her arm
practices
or
this week.
whatever, you know, she came out and fought single sword offhand. When
Brutus.
Robert had that the nerve damage, you know, he came out and fought single sword offhand until he could actually, he couldn't grasp a sword, but he could hold the shield. So he fought offhand, sword and shield, until he could actually hold the sword again. Yeah, just saying.
And then there's Lars over here with a hurt shoulder.
20-year-old you. You know, your shoulder will heal a lot faster than, you know, anything on us.
As you get more experience, as I drag you to all these weird fighter practices, you will have more education of deciding whether or not you should push yourself or not.
Yeah.
So,
And you need a different sword.
yeah.
Yeah.
Our swords are too heavy.
It was nice until I, you know, doing pel work until I was like, let's do pel work around the shield, and then I was like, whoa, that hurt my hand.
So, Friday?
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, these are clubs. They're
Feel
war
bad.
sticks.
And that one has a ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
We're going to cut them into war swords.
Yeah, this is.
And shade the saddle
That's how
down.
you make a hedge.
Out that way, it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
Well, this is, you have a sharp point, which is good. When I was new, I had that sharp point. So anytime I hit flat, I could tell,
Yeah.
because that point transferred the forces in my hand. So I knew instantly if it was flat, which is a good thing. It's why I see too many people throwing flat shots. It really bothers me.
Is yours more of a spot for the knuckle?
No, it's an oval,
Yeah.
oval grip, which means I can then flip the basket around 180 and use the other side of the sword.
It's getting old.
Oh, it's a practice sword. So, new sword for crown, and then, you know, so the, you know, crown, cornet, whatever you got. A new one for crown. I don't fight cornets anymore, but, and then, you know, they become tourney swords, you know, and then they become practice swords.
And then they become pel sticks only.
And then they become daggers.
I should use a pellet.
Yeah.
I usually make pel sticks and then give the swords away because I don't actually use my own pel. So this idea that folks have been using, the tires, is pretty smart. A little bit of body shape and a lot of
You
rebound.
should at least use one of the good swords with your sword.
The times I've done it on there, so I'll go, you know, top bottom, hit every tire with a snap,
Yeah.
every tire with an offside. If I'm feeling energetic, every tire with a wrap.
Yeah.
So instead of just generally throwing, target the tire. So you come up one at a time, top. Every tire, and then go. Back up, and then offsides. So you work your way. So instead of just throwing the shot,
Yeah. Targeting.
to get the muscle memory, get the targeting in too.
Okay.
And his hips were consistently doing the right things,
Yeah.
which is a really important thing. And if you don't want to throw it full force or full pace, just mirroring that, boom, here's the
Yeah.
hip.
I think I'm
here's
gonna
the
put
hip,
electrical
here's
tape
the
on my
hip,
pal
here's the hip.
since.
Yep.
Give yourself
Definitely
Yeah.
put tape at a normal person's knee height.
Yeah. Yeah. That way I'm not throwing low. I've never thought
Now,
of
one
that.
problem with slow pel work, years ago when I was doing the century drill, and so the century, you throw 100 shots
Missed
every
day
day.
work.
If you miss a day, you got to start over.
Yeah.
Try to get 100 days. So I was throwing 2-shot combos, the 1 through 6. Except I did it 1 through 12. I had 12 shots. So 12 times 12, that's 144 shots. 144 2-shot combos. But it's not a 24-hour period. It's when you go to bed, the day's over. So, I'm going to bed. It's 1 in the morning. Oh crap! I forgot the century drill.
Oh, yeah.
So I go out to the patio and do the shots on the pel at 1 in the morning. But it's 1 in the morning, so I'm going really lightly. And then I found out I was training myself to hit too light. Because practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes permanent.
You should all walk towards the vehicles because it's cold out and we have a 2-hour.
Thank you, Joel.
Thank you, Joel.
Yeah, I realized I'm not, events and crack stuff. But dude, you're just not hitting hard enough. And I realized, I bet that's why.
Yep. That makes sense. And that is one of the reasons that you will have to miss your fighter practice. Never miss your shot.
passed out.
Oh yeah.
Take it back. You said fun. Did we say fun?